This is a different article. Let's see this one. This one. I mean, yeah, you will find maybe this one. Brothers and sisters. What I can say. Suleiman. The name of the ant, the head of her group, was Takiya. Look at the heck. Even the Muslim, they knew the name of the ant who spoke to Suleiman, brother. Look. The name of that ant, the head of her group. She is the chief of the tribe, this ant. Her name is what? Takiya. What the heck? How you know her name? He Muslim, how you know her name? That's deep. Those Muslims, they knew everything. They were able to investigate and go back in time, couple of thousands of years, and they check and they ask every ant, who was there in the time of a Prophet Solomon? Do you remember who was the name of the chief of the girls who was? So she called the other ants to protect themselves by seeking shelter inside their holes. What the heck? Respect yourself, man. What do you mean their holes? And cried what everyone said to Suleiman as ears. Suleiman heard the ant statement from a distance of 3 miles. Look at the reception of Suleiman. I mean, do you see the reception, brother? Brothers and sisters, can you see the reception? Who of you have such a reception? 3 miles away. Suleiman, he was able to hear the ant from 3 miles. Who wants some coffee? My Greek coffee. So he alighted and ordered Takiya brought to him. What the heck? I don't understand. Okay, well, hold on. So he alighted and ordered Takiya brought him. So, and she was, he asked her, oh, he ordered his army to bring her. Bring this ant to me. Hey, ant, come here. Come here. Please, sir, please. Please. I'm just little ant, you know what I mean? He's like, come here. Why did you warn the ants? Have you not come to know that I am fair prophet of Allah? Unbelievable. Imagine you are arrested by the secret police of Suleiman, and now they are investigating you because you are an ant who told the other ants to hide in your holes. What the holy book? This is a holy book. And why were you afraid lest and I, my host, should smash you all? Takiya, she said, O Prophet of Allah, I did not mean some smashing of the bodies, but a smashing of the heart. Like, what the heck? This ant, she was afraid that because Suleiman is so handsome, but not like me for sure, their heart will be smashed when they see him. He is sexy, and you know what he can do about it. Even ants go crazy. Ants, they start like getting horny, touching themselves, go crazy, masturbating. He said, Suleiman, you know, this is not what I meant. I did not mean crush you by crushing you. Like, no, not physically. Hardly. Look at me. Just look at me, look at me. I'm melting right now. I feared that lest we should desire what you have been granted and become dazzled and thus be distracted from praising the Almighty. Oh, she is a Muslim aunt. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. She is a Muslim female aunt, and she don't want the ants to be distracted by what he been given, brother. Until now, we are waiting for any Abdul who believe in Afrit to call us. Afrit believer is wanted. Until now, zero Afrit believer. Obviously, they knew that this is something they cannot defend. It's stupid. Their religion is stupid, and the one who believes in it must be stupid too. This is what the Muslim trying to convince you with, that this is from God. His name is Allah. Huh? Any Muhammadan? I'm not going to finish the Afrit story today, hoping that some Muslims will have the courage and the knowledge to call me later. Maybe tomorrow if we go live. So I will try. How long we are here now? I will try to make it short today, because people complain my videos is so long. This is the religion? This is the religion? Genie in the ball? And by the way, do you know that according to Muhammad, 10 Afrit, who they are black, they rode Muhammad on his back all day long, and they were naked. Do you know that? There's a chapter in the Quran, it's called the chapter of the genie. Even the genie have a chapter, brother. What? No, I cannot make the video short. People complain. They says that my videos are so long. I receive an email from the Ant Society. They are saying to me they are going to sue me because I am keeping the ant busy from doing their labor job. Especially winter is coming and they need to collect some food. So the head of the tribe, Takhaya, she said, I'm going to report you to the ant police, and if you don't repent, we are going to attack your home. Any Abdul? So Suleiman, he brought the ant for a questioning. And you know, the funny is that in the Quran, it says that Allah, he taught Suleiman the language of the birds. But yet Suleiman, he understands the language of the ants. Look like Suleiman, he went to the wrong school. Look at this. And Solomon, or Suleiman, inherited the knowledge of David. How we can inherit, inherit knowledge? Okay. He said, "O mankind, we have been taught the language of the birds." So now Suleiman, he been taught the language of the birds. He speak to the ants how? Any Muslim can explain to us? We saw him later speaking to Al-Hudhud. Okay, we got that because the Quran says Allah taught him the language of the birds. But how is he speaking to the ants? The ants, they communicate by chemical or by vibration. None of them is a language of words. Any Muhammadan? What the heck with this religion? The guy, he learned the language of the birds. He speak the language of the ants. There's a connection. I think they are cousins, maybe. Any Muhammadan? Any Muhammadan from the Muslims who they are in the chat acting like a chicken, why you don't call and say, yes, we believe in the genie? What is the problem? And tell us what is the genie is about. And why this guy, he want to go and bring and steal her throne? Why Suleiman, he want to steal the throne of this woman? Don't ask me questions that have nothing to do with the topic right now, please, because you see, the Muslim, they would love, this is what people do, by the way. This is why Muslims, they flourish when they debate people who they are not consistent with the topic. So they call like someone without mentioning, even if mention names, like David Wood. And then David Wood, he cannot control a Muslim debate. The Muslim will be all over the place. He mentioned 1,000 things. By doing that, they avoid the topic, which is supposedly in the stage. Don't do that. We have a topic, focus with it. When we say we are done, who have a question, give me a question, have nothing to do with the topic. Do mature adult thinking before you make a comment. Do we have any Muslim? He want to tell us about Mr. Genie, the Virginie. Genie, Afrit, and he is Afrit, by the way. This is not a normal genie. Afrit is very well known that he is so fast. Mean, Afrit. This is Afrit. This is not just joke, you know, brother. This is not anything. This is Afrit. Do you know what Afrit mean? This is a special genie. He's so fast, he's so powerful. He can make your wish come to be true in a second before you blink your eyes. I have a question. Do you know Robo Christian? Well, I'm going to block you for such a question. I mean, no, I do not know him. In YouTube, yes. But what does this have to do with my topic now? Why people are stupid? I have a question. Do you know my dad and my mom? Do you know this guy? I'm here for this now. Go on, you know, what's wrong with people? Kids, you need a free to teach you how to behave. Are you going to ask me now, do you know Trump? What is next? I know nobody. I'm here for a reason. I'm not here to know this and that. I'm here to teach you. You like it, you stay. You don't like it, leave. Don't be silly. Don't act like a kid. So Afrit, Mr. Afrit, my Skype is open and Afrit is not calling. Not a single Muslim Afrit is calling. Why? Because they knew their religion is a joke. They knew that they have no match. They knew they will call somebody he do not know how to answer them. Here, their Afrit disappear. They have no courage, they have no knowledge. Any brave Muslim would like to call me and explain to me how Mr. Afrit function and what he is doing there. And why Suleiman, he want to steal the chair of this woman. A bird, he went all the way to Yemen. And you know, by the way, the Muslim, they claim that this bird can find things even under the ground. You know? But there is an argument, there is a debate about this bird happened between a Muslim Arab and the cousin of Muhammad. So the Muslim, they say that this bird can see things nobody can see. No other bird can see. He's a specialist. And therefore, this is why he is the one who discovered what nobody discovered. But as you see, this is a big kingdom. I mean, what been discovered? But there is funny argument happening about this bird. If you go and see the story of Ibn Abbas, when Ibn Abbas, he mentioned that this bird can see even water under the ground. An Arab man, he said to him, well, if this is true, if this bird can see underground, how come then a little child, he put some seed and he covered them by some dust and he trapped the bird? You see, people, they think that at that time people are stupid. Not everybody. So if this bird can see deep in the ground, how then a person, a kid, he can trap him by putting some seed, covering the trap by dirt, and then nobody, and he captured the bird. If he can see, he should see the trap. Ibn Abbas, he started cursing this guy, and then this guy, he said, I swear by Allah, I will never do that anymore, which means arguing about the stories of Prophet of Allah. Ibn Abbas got busted, and then the Muslim right away, when you get them busted, they start making noise, and they start cursing you, may Allah kill you, may Allah destroy you, you're questioning the Quran. So the guy, he got terrified, he said, okay, you know what, you are right, whatever you say is right, I'm not going to question it no more. Bingo. Do we have any Muslim? Any Muslim who believe in Mr. Afrit would like to call us. Any Muslim? Nobody? So you are brave, huh? And you have knowledge, huh? And later you will say to me, it doesn't say that, CP, huh? But when I'm live, you are dead. Anyone? Any Abdul? Who is a Muhammadan believer in what we show on the screen? You don't you? This is the argument of a Muslim man. He got Muhammad and his followers busted in the time of Muhammad. He said to Ibn Abbas, one day Abdullah ibn Abbas told a similar story among the people who was a man from Al-Khawarij. The Muslim, anyone who say he is a bad Muslim, they call him Khawarij. Khawarij mean the outsiders. They are like practicing out of the faith. Whose name was Nafi' bin al-Azraq, who often used to raise objections to Ibn Abbas. Look how evil he is. He said to him, stop, Ibn Abbas. You will be defeated, between two brackets, in argument today. Ibn Abbas, he said, why? Nafi', he said, you are telling us that the hub can see water beneath the ground. But any boy can put seed in a trap and cover the trap with dirt, and the hub will come and take the seed. So how the boy can catch him in a trap? You see, you Muslims, you are in a trap. Do you see how this guy, this is not a Christian prince, this is a guy exists 1400 years ago. He got you all busted with your lies. Do you see it? And this is Ibn Kathir. And then what Ibn Abbas, he said, did he refute him? No. He started cursing the man. Ibn Abbas says, if was not for the fact that this man would go and tell others that he had defeated Ibn Abbas in argument, I would never answer. Okay, how he answer? Then he said to Ibn Nafi', when the degree strike a person, his eyes become a blind. Like, they start cursing the guy. Supposedly now he's refuting him. I mean, do you see how they refute? Do you see how strong the refutation? Like, what the heck? So now Ibn Abbas, he was afraid that people will say he was defeated in argument. How he answer? May Allah curse you. May Allah kill you. May Allah make you blind. May Allah make your private part not to work. May Allah, the guy said, okay, that's it, man. That's it. Stop. That's it. You won. Okay, you know. And supposedly now, Ibn Abbas, who been hired by Muhammad to explain the Quran, he refuted the guy. Do you see it? The guy, he asked a question, how in the world you are telling me that the bird can see the water all the way deep in the ground, yet a little kid, he put some seed and he put a trap next to it, and then the bird will not see the trap, and they will capture the bird. So a bird who can see deep in the ground, he should see the trap. Don't ask me questions out of the topic. What is the update of Iranian Muslim women? I don't live in Iran, my friend. You live in Iran. Don't we have a topic? Why people come here, they ask questions. Do you know this guy? What do you think about Trump? What is the update about the Iranian? Somebody told you, is this a news agency? We have a topic. Focus with me. Hey, Christian Prince, do you know why Sam Shamoun is bald? Yeah, I know. He used bleach instead of shampoo. I mean, what's my business? People, they come to me with the questions. We have a topic, we have a title, we have Afrit, and now you are asking me about the Iranian? What's wrong with people? Christian Prince, do you know likewise Joe Biden, he's always confused. He do not know where he get in, where he come out. This is Joe Biden. This is what he do for a living. He's confused. He's born confused. We have a topic. Are you confused too? Do we have any Muhammadan from the Afrit believers ethic community? He is willing to call us and tell us about Mr. Afrit. Anyone? Any Afrit believer? Guess what? If you call and defend the belief in Afrit, Allah will send you extra Afrit to your house. Don't you believe in the unseen no more? Oh, Hamoud, he answered now. Hamoud, I mean, what you say is so stupid. Because you are saying, don't you believe in the unseen? Supposedly the Afrit is seen, brother. This is not unseen. I mean, the Muslim, when they answer me, that's why they don't dare to call, because they are so slow. Don't you believe in the unseen? Are you atheist? No. Well, here we go. We see Afrit in the cartoon. Do you believe in the cartoon? What does that have to do with unseen? So you could not respond, and now you are telling me, don't you believe in the unseen? Are you atheist now? Afrit is something you can see. Hello? Are you saying to me you Muslim never saw Afrit and you believe in him? So all the story in the Sulaiman story is a lie? Huh? He's an invisible Afrit. So how you know he's bald, he have a ponytail, he is big? What the heck is that? Believe in the unseen. Anything is unseen, we must believe in it. Unseen. We have to believe in the unseen. Allah is unseen too. He's Afrit. Prove to me that Allah is not Afrit and he don't have a ponytail in his top of his head. Prove it. Go ahead. He have hands. And you Muslim, you say his hand is not like us. Afrit, his hand is not like us. Look at them. Let me show you the picture again. Look with me. Look. Oh. This is Afrit hands. They look like us? No. The Afrit hands. Look at his ears. Allah have ears. Is his ears like us? No. Allah must be Afrit. So now you are telling me, you don't believe in the unseen no more. Are you an atheist now? Brother, did you go to the bathroom today or not yet? Sounds like a diarrhea question. Do we have any Muslim, he can tell us why he believe in the Afrit? We are asking a specific question. And the Afrit of today is not Trump, is not Joe Biden, is not Putin, is not all the idiot we have in this world. Afrit is in your Quran. So don't tell me this is weak Afrit from the weak Quran. That will be hilarious. And this Afrit, he have a specialty. He is a thief. He steals chairs. I'm afraid right now, actually. I'm sitting in the chair. This Afrit will come and take my chair. That's what the Quran is saying. Sulaiman, he says, who wanna go and get me here a chair? Why Sulaiman want to take the chair of the women? He was a furniture thief. Hey Muslim, was he a furniture thief? Can you where in the Quran it says Afrit look like that? Hamoud, guys, Hamoud is saying, where in the Quran it says that Afrit look like that? Where in the Quran it says how Muhammad look like? And yet you Muhammad, you describe him, you have movies about how pretty he is. Suddenly now Muslims, they go only by what the Quran says. Can you show me in the Quran where it says he is like that? Where in the Quran says that Muhammad was so white and his belly button is so beautiful? Where in the Quran says that Shaitan, he spit at Adam and that's why he have a belly bump? Where in the Quran it says that Shaitan, he have sex with himself, he have a penis and he have a vagina, one in the right thigh and one in the left thigh. So when he want to have sex with himself, he shake this into this and he do nikah, so he himself. All of this is not in the Quran. So now you believe in the Quran only? Where in the Quran it says how you pray, how you fast? How in the Quran it says how you wash your private part? Where in the Quran it says how you say Allahu Akbar? Where in the Quran it says the Shahada? I mean, you Muslims are very weird. You must be Afrit, aren't you? So you try to be Afrit, avoiding the question, and you say, where in the Quran it says that, CB? It doesn't say that in the Quran, CB. It says in the Quran that this Afrit, he steals furniture. What say you about that? The Quran says that this guy, specifically, he steals chairs. If you come to my house, I have only a few chairs anyway. All of them, they are nailed to the ground. I cannot trust the Afrit of these days or the old days. They will take your chair. They love a chair, especially if they are old. And I am a Christian prince, so I am a royal already. So my chair is a royal chair, so he will steal it. That's why I have an insurance over my chair. You know, I call the Habasha insurance. You better tag me now. Okay, I will tag you now. Here we go. I will block you because you are not saying anything. I'm waiting for answer. Potato, go. Let your dad come here. Habasha. You are just like a chicken. You go, you make noise, and you play with your feet to looking for the worms, but the worm is you because you are digging for yourself. Here we go. If you are a man, call me and let everybody hear you. Don't play hero in the chat. Text terrorist. The same thing you want to say to me in the chat, call me and say it. Like everybody hear you. Why you are afraid? Afrit will support you. Call the Afrit of Allah. Wipe the candle of Aladdin, and the Afrit of Allah will come with you, and he will support you. What are you waiting for? Afraid as never before. Can you believe it? That we open our Skype. When I say I'm not going to open Skype today, the Muslims, they say, Christian Prince, we don't want to call you and you are a coward, they are running away. When I keep saying, who want to call me? Nobody call. If I say now, I'm going to close my Skype, they will say, he ran away. We wanted to call him, but he closed his Skype. He's a coward. He's not afraid like us. We are afraid. How many afraid Allah have? Do you know even that Muslims believe that Allah have a dog? I mean, this is funny? Muhammad, he said to his cousin who don't want to believe in Islam, aren't you afraid that Allah will send his dog to eat you? And then the cartoon comes, Scooby-Doo, which is inspired by Prophet Muhammad. Scooby-Doo is the dog of Allah. Allah have a dog, and the dog, he eat people. Okay, the dog of Allah eat people. Afraid do what? And then you search in YouTube, you will find a billion videos about science in the Quran. You Muslims don't even know how to make kimchi. What science? Not a single one of you. Until now, the jewelries in the Middle East, they take off Saturday because the one who make jewelries are not Muslims. Even the mosque you have is built by Christians. You don't even know how to build. Thanks to the Western now, they are educating you and giving you degrees. Do we have any Afrit? You love kimchi? Okay. Is that your girlfriend name? Shawan? Why you are telling me, man? Please keep your private information from public. Don't mention that your girlfriend, her name is Kimchi. I believe that the kimchi makes sense more than the Quran. It tastes good, have many flavor, and made in a very nice way. But the Quran is just a stupid book. I mean, what the heck is that? Can your Afrit make kimchi? Prove it. Afrit, huh? You have a God who provides you with Afrit. شبيك لبيك Mr. Afrit بين يديك تكبير. And then the story here is even more hilarious. So when this ant and her like, I cannot believe it that they knew her name. Unbelievable. How you know the name of the ant who spoke to Solomon, brother? Do you register the names of anyone who speak to the King Solomon, brother? Those are the ministers they write down. In the day of etc., Prophet Solomon, he went to the valley of the ants, and then there is one of the ants, she said to the other ants, hide yourself, otherwise the Prophet Solomon will crush you. Then the Prophet, he says, bring her here, arrest her, and he investigate with her. And he asked her, why you said that? She said, oh, Prophet Solomon. Look at the conversation here. The ant Tahiya brought to him, and she was. He asked her, and look at the word her. How you know it's her? Not he. You idiot. They say to you the word ant is a female. You idiot, the word ant is a word we use for both gender when we speak to an insect. Male or female. We don't look at their balls. We see an ant, we call it ant. Namla. Idiots. Why did you warn the ants? Have you not to come to know that I am a fair prophet of Allah? What the heck is that? Look at the investigation of the SSS, the KGB of Putin. Well, why you are afraid lest I am and I, my host, should smash you all? Takiya the ant, she said, O Prophet of Allah, I do not mean the smashing of the body, but the smashing of the heart. Look at the wisdom. This is an ant. If you're an ant now, it's time for you to be proud. If you are an ant, it's time for you to feel so proud. This is a real ant. And this is the wisdom of ants. The ant, she got Suleiman busted, you idiot. You are an idiot. I said he will crush you, he will smash you, but I meant the heart. Hey, Muslims, ants, they have heart? What kind of heart they have? www.dateanantheart.com. And then I feared lest we should desire what you have granted. Oh, the ant, she want to have a flying carpet too. Why not? She want to be a queen too. Or do you have a queen already? And become dazzled. And by the way, this is the chief of the ants. So who's the queen then? Oh, what the heck? And then, if you read the conversation, you would die laughing. Maybe I should continue reading this later in the coming episode of the Afrit. Ants? Oh boy. The ant, she said, your father had treated his wound with compassion. So he was called Dawood. Oh, now we know why his name is Dawood. Because he treated his wound with wood. This is Muslim books. Do you see it? Why Dawood? His name is Dawood. Because he treated his wound with wood. One day I'm going to die from heart attack laughing at this stupid religion. It's cold, yet I'm sweating. Unbelievable. What the heck with this, man? And I wish you, Solomon, you will join your father company. What the heck? She want him to die. Then she asked him, do you know why has the wind been subservient to you in particular from all other regions of the kingdom? Look at this ant. This is Einstein ant. Now we are talking about politics. She was brought to investigate what she said. Hide, otherwise Suleiman will crush you. And now she is a questioning Suleiman. Solomon, he said, I have no knowledge of that. Look at this. Suleiman, he have knowledge. The ant, she have knowledge. Can you believe it? Look like the ant, she went to Jewish Orthodox school, and she learned everything about Suleiman, about his father. I mean, unbelievable. Look at this ignorant Solomon. He is learning from the ant. If an ant teach you, Suleiman, who cannot teach you then? Idiot. The ant said so. I said to her, I have no knowledge, but he's humble. We have to give him credit. I mean, you are speaking to the ant, and the ant, she said, do you know? And you said to her, no, I don't. That's deep. And the ant said, the Almighty, the most exalted one, has meant to say this to you. Had I put all the kingdom under your control, just I have done with this wind, it will have slipped from your hands, just as wind is slipped away. Prophet Ant is schooling the Prophet Solomon, and her name is a Prophet Taqiyya. That's deep. We go back to the Afrit. Look at the Muslims in the chat. They are desperate to change the topic. Nobody dare to call. Afrit, the religion of science. Aladdin, Prophet Aladdin. Shall we call him from now on Prophet Aladdin? Or Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves? Which one is better? Anyone? Any Abdul? I am sure that the Muslim, they will try to use Sam Shamoon picture to make him Afrit because he have no hair. Or Kojak. Anyone who have no hair at all, he is Afrit. Can you show us the validity of your source? Guys, a Muslim is asking question. When a Muslim he ask a question, he make poo-poo. Hamoud, he go mute for an hour and then he post a question. Hamoud, are you sure you are not paid by Christian Prince? You idiot. This is your source. You are asking me to show you validity for it. What about you do that? If it's not valid, why are you Muslim teaching it? Why you have it in your website? So you're asking a Christian to prove that those are validated answers or question or resource. What is valid about the story of Solomon in the Quran? That Solomon he have Afrit. As long as he can validate things, can you validate for us that Solomon he have Afrit and he steal furniture, as the Quran say? Here we go. This is your books. Who is a Muslim can validate for us? Respond to Mr. Hamoud. 99.9. By the way, this is a Muslim voting. Muslim, all of them, they vote 9.99999. They vote yes to Islam. And the one who did not say yes, he died because he could not. He was going to say yes, but he died before he said it. Hamoud, are you there? Can you validate? The story is mentioned in the Quran that Solomon, he spoke to the ant. The ant, she spoke to Solomon. Solomon is investigating. I mean, you are asking me, can you validate the source? The Quran says so. The Quran says Sulaiman, he spoke to the ant. And the ant spoke to Sulaiman. Are you insulting your religion? Obviously you are. Isn't it this is your religion? Isn't it this is your Quran? Huh? Here we go. The conversation is here in the Quran. And in order to avoid the embarrassment, you are asking a person who is a Christian laughing at the Quran, can you validate? What an embarrassment. They were not there to call. They were not there to answer because they know that this is just a stupid religion. I'm not going to keep you longer, guys. I suppose I will make the video short, but my short video is impossible to happen. So we will continue maybe tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe. You can join our Patreon too, so you can receive notification. YouTube don't always try to subjugate our YouTube to be stressed. They don't want anybody to come here. That's why many of you don't receive notifications. So you can subscribe to Patreon. It's for free. It's not the same conversation. Okay, how you can verify this conversation first? How you can verify what Muhammad said to you about this conversation? All the stories of your Prophet Muhammad in the Hadith is not the same exactly as in the Quran. So how come you don't ask the question to your Prophet? Is the Quran speaking about a jassasa who have a long hair? No. Did the Quran speak about the Antichrist who have a lot of hair covering his body and he was suspended on the air chain with the chain? No. But you believe in it. Did the Quran describe how people of Gog and Magog look like? No. But the Muhammad in the Hadith, he described them. And those people, they are getting their resource from your Prophet. Here we go. This is your website, alislam.org. So this is how Muslims, they try to run away from the embarrassment. They are trying to ask me to verify how truthful those information. Why you don't ask yourself how this information is mentioned in your books if they are not truthful? And this is the one who wrote the article. He's a sheikh. The 99 attribute to Allah. Yasin al-Jabburi. Why you don't call him? Your book is laughable. It's a joke. Can somebody show me where the Quran says? Well, because we are done, I will answer this question. The Quran mentioned that the Quran is a hadith, and it is all those verses in the Quran in front of you speaking about hadith, 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 as you see all of them. But like here, chapter 20, verse number 9, it says, did the hadith of Moses came to you? And then he tell him about Moses. So all the story of Moses is hadith. All the story of Isa is a hadith. All the story of, it's a hadith in the Quran. Quran is a hadith. However, the Quran confirmed that the Quran itself is a hadith. This is chapter 39, verse number 23. And the Muslim translate the word hadith as a statement. So the best of the hadith is the Quran. And here a word in Arabic, Allahu nazzala ahsan al-hadithi kitaban, hadithi kitaban. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for being here, and I will leave you in peace with the Afrit for today. Be careful, he steals chairs. You know, if you came home and your wife, she took the furniture, most likely she is using the Afrit to move the furniture so fast. Afrit is true. And I saw many Afrit in my life. I saw Joe Biden. This guy is Afrit. He become president, prices go so crazy. You tell me how he can do it in 2 years. He make the prices 4 times more for everything, unless he's Afrit. Isn't it obvious? He took not only your chairs, he took your money, he took your saving, he took your wealth. He is going to make the American bankrupt. Afrit. Joe Biden is Afrit. Trump is other Afrit. He do the opposite. He get rich. Putin is Afrit. He want to steal the land of the Ukrainian. Afrit. We have many Afrit in this world. Scammers, cheaters, liars, politicians. But we have a specific Afrit. He's a Muslim Afrit. No Muslim can answer about him. And the second we asked them about the Afrit in the Quran, all the Muslim, they became invisible like Mr. Afrit, who was visible in one day. But now he's invisible and nowhere to be found. What happened to you, Afrit? You went to New Zealand? Huh? Maybe you are in the, this is the Bigfoot we heard about him in the bushes. Those Americans, just tell them stories, they will believe it. Bigfoot. Tell them Afraid, they will believe it. A lot of superstition people and crazy people. Afraid. Oh, hold on. We have a Muslim trying to call. I would like to speak to you. All right, let us call this Muslim, guys. I thought we are done, but look like we have a customer. Hello? Hello? Yes? Yes, my friend, you are live on air. What do you want to say to us?
Well, I've been watching your program.
Huh?
So, I've been watching your program.
Okay.
So, you keep on saying nobody's calling you.
Yeah, you are a Muslim?
Yeah.
Your name is Abdul Mu'min Qurashi?
Yes.
All right. So what do you think about the Afrit in the Quran?
It's like we believe it's the unseen.
Yeah, but this is not about unseen. This is a person is seen. This is not unseen.
Yeah.
He was sitting there.
Like sometimes it's like moral stories which are transmitted,
No, no. You see,
and like how
okay. So,
in the Bible you have
first of all,
parables.
can you tell me what is Afrit? What is the word Afrit mean?
Hafiz is like the big genie.
He's a big genie. Okay, you just said to
Yeah,
me
a big genie.
a second ago, you said he's unseen, and now you are saying he's big. How you know that the unseen is big if he's unseen?
Yeah, because this is what we've been imagination, like
Oh,
like
so you Muslim, you
imagination. People
imagine he
use
is
it
not
as
true. This is imagination. So you imagine he's big.
correct. Yeah, imagination. Like we have to imagine because it's unseen. You
Okay,
see,
but how you know he's
that's why
big?
we have to imagine
If
only.
he's unseen, how you know he's big? How you know he's bold?
Um, Yeah, that's a good question, but I don't have the answers for it because it's an
All right.
unseen thing.
Okay, but this Afrit in the story in the Quran, he steal furniture. Why Suleiman? He want Afrit to steal his furniture, the furniture of the women who live in Yemen.
Uh, Maybe something metamorphical,
What metaphorical? She
some
have a
type of a.
throne. He wanna take her throne. What metaphorical? It's a chair. And he is asking the chief, who is going to go and get the chair for me? Is that lawful for a prophet of Allah to steal the chair of a woman? She did nothing wrong to him.
But is it? Where do you find this mention in the Quran that he's trying to steal?
It's in the Quran. It says that. Is is your screen open? Can you see my screen?
Just a second. Yeah, I can see your screen
All
now.
right, chapter 27, verse number 38. By the way, I welcome Mr. Abdul Mumin. He sounds like a nice gentleman, correct, guys? And we welcome always Muslims who want to have a conversation with us, the one who don't want to curse, the one who want to have a conversation. So I really welcome Mr. Abdul Mumin to join us. Thank you for calling, Abdul Mumin. Go ahead. So chapter 27, verse number 38, it says, Suleiman, he said, O chief, which one of you can bring me her throne before they come to me surrendering? He want them to surrender to him. They did not do anything to him. And in obedience, we don't know why, and he want her throne. One of the Afrit, which means he have many of them, he said, I will bring it to you before you rise from your place. Look how fast he is. This Afrit is so fast, brother. He can go all the way from Jerusalem all the way to Yemen and bring the throne back round the trip before Suleiman even he can stand from his chair. Like how long it take to stand from the chair? Few seconds, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say 10 seconds. So this Afrit, he can travel in a very extreme speed, and he come back with the chair before even Suleiman he stand up. What do you think?
Yeah, because as given he's a genie, so for him, like distance doesn't really matter, I guess.
So how, the genie is so fast?
Probably because he can fly, he can just appear and
How
disappear
he
in
can fly? He
in a
is,
click of a second.
but he have no wings. You Muslim, you have him as a fat guy. He's big, he's bold, he's heavy. So how he fly?
Well, you have to watch the movie Aladdin then, I guess,
Well, this is
so you can
Aladdin.
get some
This is
imagination
Aladdin,
of
but
that.
even Aladdin, it take him. You see, just to go with you, the Quran says that the flying carpet of Solomon, which is extremely fast, it take 1 month journey by noontime. 1 month journey is the distance of people used to measure by traveling by walking. At that time, there's no airplane, correct? So 1 month
Yeah,
journey is the distance the flying carpet of Suleiman can go by noontime. That's mean if
yeah,
in the old days they measure the day like by sunrise, sunset. So it's the same. We can say it is let us say 6 hours. I don't want to say 12 hours. I would say 6 hours. So by noontime, 6 hours is going to fly a month journey, the flying carpet of Suleiman. By the way, do you believe in flying carpet?
no.
But this is in the Quran.
Yeah, but in the Quran, it's not mentioned as flying carpets. It's
No, it's
mentioned as,
mentioned.
the power of the wind,
No, my friend. The power of the
right?
wind. Okay, the power of the wind go
Yeah.
under the mat. He have a mat made it from wood. The wind go underneath of him and carry him and his host.
Yeah, probably this technology hasn't yet been invented, and already the Quran has foreseen this technology.
The
Probably
Quran
one day
what?
we
The
will
Quran
come
will what?
maybe 100 years from now.
This is technology
Quran
now.
hasn't
So this is not this is
said
technology.
this technology is not yet available to humans yet.
Uh, flying carpet technology. No, we have a airplane.
No, this is even faster than that, no?
No, airplane is way faster because it says to you it take by noon time a distance of 1 month journey by foot. This is very slow actually.
Yeah, but even in airplane,
So
the
listen.
maximum number
So,
of people nowadays is around about what 500, 600 people on one big aircraft. But here you're talking
but
about,
according to
like
your story,
thousands and
Suleiman,
thousands.
Suleiman and his kingdom, all of them they are flying in the top of the flying
Yeah,
carpet.
correct.
How big the flying
So this
carpet is?
technology is not yet come.
Huh?
Must be huge, must be very huge for them to carry.
Okay,
Like what
must
I
be
heard is
very
about
huge.
what
Okay.
80,000
How
chairs.
huge? You see, it says that all his kingdom and his kingdom expand all the way from Jerusalem all the way to Persia. So, in order to carry all this kingdom, all his horses, all his soldiers, all his cook, his wives, even his houses in the top of the flying carpet, that means the flying carpet have to be at least a million square foot, a million, sorry, square mile.
Probably.
Okay, you believe in such a thing?
Like I said, we don't have this technology yet, no?
Oh, this is
So we can't
technology.
imagine. Yeah.
Hmm, okay. So what do you think
Not yet this.
about Suleiman speaking to the ant?
Yeah, that is something which is, I've listened to your shows before and I also can't get my head around it. It's what I'm thinking is just like maybe it is j- just to show that there is a dialogue going on, but not with action speech as such, like probably in their minds.
But no, the Quran says, then the ant she said, and Suleiman he heard her speech, not in the mind. She said,
Probably they were
she
talking,
said to who? The
through their
ant. She
mind.
did not speak to Suleiman. So the ant she spoke to the ants, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So the ant she spoke to the ant. Suleiman he heard the speech of the ant, saying to the ants, hide, otherwise Suleiman will crush you.
Correct.
All right. The Quran says that Allah he taught Suleiman the language of the birds, correct?
Correct.
All right. How he understand the language of the ants?
I don't have an answer for that, honestly.
You don't have an answer, or this is laughable, and just why you laughed? You laughed. I heard you.
No, not that. Because
No, you
you go
laughed. You
into the
laughed,
minute.
my friend. You laughed. Why
I
you?
did laugh because
Is
I'm
it laughable?
laughing
Let
at
us be
how
honest.
how you
Abdul Mumin, Abdul Mumin, I like you. You are a nice person. You did laugh for a reason. What is the reason?
The reason is it's funny. That's why.
It's funny. So it's
The way
stupid. It's stupid when you say funny.
no, the way the way you pinpoint on the details is funny.
Well, my friend, I am a person who read carefully. I'm not an average person who read and let things go. So when somebody says to me, especially he's speaking, claiming that he's coming from God, then I have to think carefully about what he is saying, take it seriously, and if it is stupid, then it's stupid. So you laugh because obviously it's stupid, correct?
Not necessarily because
So okay, so
the
give
thing
me
is,
the
see,
give me
when
the
we
reason.
try,
You said to me it's funny. I'm just going by your
the,
words.
okay. The reason why I laughed in reality is because when I raised this with my sheikh in the mosque here, he told me that he only said these are all unseen things. And when
How
I
those
heard
are
what
unseen? How
you
those
said
are
just now,
unseen? If the ant is something we see, now you Muslims, anything we say to you, it's unseen. It's an ant. Now the ant is invisible now. It's an ant.
and not the ant as such, but the dialogue. Now, I asked this very question also to
Well, my
him, but
friend,
he
your
couldn't answer.
dialogue and my dialogue now is unseen. Is that an excuse? Can you see my dialogue now? Can you see my words? No. So what does that mean? I mean, this is my friend, Abdul Momin. You are a smart person. You're adult. You're mature. You are not a kid. I don't wanna. I don't want to be rude to you and sound like I'm insulting you. I want you to think with me. This is have nothing to do with unseen, the excuse of unseen, unseen. We believe in the unseen. What does that mean? This is just a way to hide behind a rock to say, oh, the wolf is not coming, the truth is not there, the sun is not there, the storm is not coming. It's, you are hiding. So the unseen is an excuse. How in the world Allah He taught Sulaiman the language of the birds, yet Sulaiman he speak, he understand the ant, and ants don't talk. See, all creatures, they communicate. This is true. We can say this is talking, but this is not really talking because the Quran says the ant she said. She said. Arabic is so clear. It's something she said. قالت. قالت نملة. So when the namla she spoke, or the ant spoke, he heard her speech. The Quran says he heard her speech. But ants don't talk. They are mute. They are deaf. They are mute and deaf. They communicate only by one of two ways, either chemical or by vibration. They knock at the body of each other. They don't hear, they feel the knock. So they vibrate or they do chemical. None of those is one of the feature of Solomon. As you see, he taught him, Allah, the language of the birds.
And then in that case, I'll have to say, like again, like with the carpet story, like this technology also hasn't been invented yet to be able to
So now
communicate with
anything we say, it's funny,
ants.
and you yourself, you laugh at it. You say, now it's technology. Did Allah He gave him a cell phone translator? What does that mean? Okay, well, let us be mature in the answer. This is what this have to do with technology? Allah He taught him the language of the birds. You see, if Allah taught him the language of the ants, I will say, okay, well, He gave him a feature somehow he can understand the ants, but He taught him the language of the birds. Now, Suleiman he speak the language of the birds. Why Suleiman he have an army of birds?
Probably this is metamorphical for like like aircrafts and
You are making
like
things up now. You see,
flying.
you're trying to avoid it. It says
Yeah,
he have
because
a
I don't
host.
have answers to give
No,
you.
my friend, read with me
I
carefully.
have.
It says, read carefully. And there we gathered before Suleiman. So it's a location. We gathered them before Suleiman, his host, his army of jinns and men and birds. Why jinn or shaitan? Why shaitan is in the army of Suleiman?
Probably he had control over all these
How he
supernatural
have
beings.
control? Is it true that he have a ring? He control them?
Yeah, that's what it says. No, he controls them with his
Okay, he
ring.
controlled them by a ring. Did you watch the movie The Lord of the Ring?
Yes,
Do,
yes,
do
I
you
did.
believe really in such a ring?
Um, we have to believe whatever is given in the Quran. We have to believe. We have
Oh,
no
so you
choice.
believe now there's
It is we have
Suleiman,
to
he is
believe.
the Lord of the Ring, and he control all genies, mankind, birds by the ring.
That's what it says in the Quran, right?
Why Muhammad don't have that ring?
Because he's not Solomon.
Only Solomon he can do that.
Yeah, only Solomon was given that power.
Is it is
Like
it
each prophet was
is it
given
true?
different powers.
Is it true that when Suleiman he went to his bathroom, he gave his ring to his wife, and then Shaitan he took the look of Suleiman, and then he took the ring and he became a king.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that is. I'm not. I vaguely remember that story about the Satan taking his ring and
Uh-huh.
uh, trying to appear like Solomon,
Hmm. So now what we learn from
and then
this that
Solomon.
anyone wear the ring will become the king. Is that correct?
Yeah, they possess the power of the ring.
Okay. So now that's mean the ring is a magical ring. Whoever wear it, he got the power. So the power is in the ring itself, correct?
Correct. The power is in the ring.
Okay. So who is the one who made the magical ring, which if you wear it, you control the whole world?
Yeah, that doesn't mention that. That doesn't mention in the Quran who and how he got the ring.
No, it mentioned that Allah he is the one who gave him the power. Correct?
The ring?
No, he
It
gave him
mentions
the
that he
power.
gave him the
Allah he
ring.
gave him the power.
But regarding the ring, it doesn't mention, right?
Yeah, but Allah, He gave him the power, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Everything is from Allah
Allah,
only.
He
So,
gave
but
him,
the
Allah,
ring
He
is
gave him the power. And how He gave him the power? By giving him a ring.
okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
If you put it like that, yes.
But
Logically speaking,
but
yes.
do you think there is a wrong in the design? Because Allah, He gave him a ring, supposedly, so Suleiman will be the king, right? And then Shaitan, he wear it, and then the king became the Shaitan.
Probably it was a lesson for Solomon to learn.
This is what?
A lesson
Listen.
for Solomon to learn about. Yeah.
So Allah, He
That
made
he
the ring
shouldn't
this way.
misuse it.
Anyone can wear it. Do you think that somebody will find this ring one day and will control us too?
It might not be a ring, but it might be like, for example, today the world is controlled by internet. So each one has a mobile in
So
his
the
hand,
ring of
and it
Solomon
could be
today is
something
an
like that too.
the ring of Solomon today is Google.
It can be like a power of media nowadays.
You see, but the ring is made by Allah. Is the internet made by Allah?
Everything is from Allah's wisdom.
Everything from Allah. I just came from the bathroom, you know. So, everything from Allah. What does that mean? My friend, focus with me. The story in front of us here. Let me show you. I put it for you on the screen. Uh, Let us see. Suleiman ring. Here is the story of Suleiman, how he went to the bathroom, and then before he go to the bathroom, he take his ring, he give it to his wife. His wife, Shaitan, came to her. He took the ring, and he took the look of Suleiman. How Shaitan can take a look of Suleiman? Can Shaitan
This
clone?
is where is the source for the sword which you're reading about?
This is your Muslim website, and those are Islamic books, as you see. This is al-islam.org
Which
website.
one is this?
Al-islam.org.
Islam.org. Okay.
Yeah. So Suleiman, he took his ring to do defecate. He want to go to the bathroom, which all king like me do. And then he gave his ring to the wife because it's not allowed to take the ring, the holy ring of Allah, inside the bathroom. So he gave the ring to his wife. Some story says servant, depending on the who reporter. And his wife and the Muslims are confused about what the name of the wife. And even they claim that Solomon, he married from a woman. Her name is Jarada. She was half daughter of a genie, Shaitan, half daughter of a human. And then, Shaitan, he take the ring and he became the king, and Suleiman became a person homeless. And then the Shaitan, he start having sex with the wives of Suleiman, and the wives how the wives they notice that this is gonna be Suleiman because he's so good in bed, never stop, like durgan durgan durgan. So they told the elders about how good he is in boom boom boom. And then Shaitan, he discovered that he been exposed now. So he took the ring away and he threw it in the ocean. And then a fish, she swallowed the ring. Solomon one day, he was helping a fisherman because he was working as a porter. He told the fisherman, if I carry those fish for you to your house, what you give me in return? The guy, he said to him, I will give you 2 fish as wages. Suleiman, he took the fish as wages. He went home, he opened the fish, he found his ring. How much the story is convincing for you, Mr. Abdul Mumin?
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lesson to learn there, that because Solomon was, having so much of riches, and to come down to the poor state where he had to go and fight for his own food. And then he gets back the ring in the end. So it is like he learned his lesson that he should not be too.
Is that a story? Is that a story made for adult or for kids? Do you really believe in this?
It's like more. What is the moral of the story? Basically,
No,
we
this
have
is
to
not
look at.
about. This is a story happened supposedly as it is. This is not up to you to say to me, this is metaphorical to teach us how this is supposedly what happened. The ring is physical, Suleiman is physical, the fisherman is a physical, the fish is physical. He opened her stomach, he found the ring. But isn't it, this is obviously a fairy tale story?
Yeah, it might be to you, but for
To,
us, we
to,
look at it as, you know, what
to
the
you is
moral of
not
the
a fairy
story.
tale story. Why is not a fairy tale story for you? Why?
Because we look at what we learn from the story.
What you learn? You learn that Suleiman have a ring, and then he
No,
found.
we learn that, the ring basically symbolizes power, like you had clearly put it. That is a power from Allah.
Okay,
And
I will go with
he
your
has,
story just to show you how stupid the story.
okay,
You agreed that if you wear the ring, you become the king. You control everything. Correct?
correct. You have the
Okay.
power.
Shaitan now he took the ring. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Shaitan he was exposed by the wives that he is not Suleiman because he have so power in sex. Okay?
Correct.
Okay. Why Shaitan would throw the ring? As long as he's wearing the ring, he's controlling them anyway. Why is that? Why he
But
want
he
to run
got
away?
caught.
I mean, if the ring is giving me control over human, over genie, over everybody, why I want to take the ring and throw it in the ocean when I am wearing the ring? I have the ring. Why he did that?
Yeah, but that is why, yeah, the reason is maybe basically Allah has also given the intellect to the wives to recognize that he is not Solomon. So he gets caught.
So he got caught after he effed them all. Is that what Allah he want? He wants
Probably. That's
Shaitan.
why that was a test.
He wants what test?
Probably.
Allah he made Shaitan effing the wives of Solomon one after one until their vagina became red. And this is a test for Suleiman. What about making Shaitan effing Suleiman to be a test for Suleiman? This is not a test for Suleiman. The one who got effed is the women. They are not Suleiman. What does have to do with Suleiman? So what kind of religion allows Shaitan to eff a prophet wife?
Yeah, so that he will learn his lesson. Now, once he lost the ring, then he was turned to the streets. You see, so automatically he's learned his lesson
First
by
of all,
losing the
here
ring.
we have many stupid things is being said, because if Shaitan he can clone, and you agree that Shaitan he cloned the look of Suleiman, correct?
Correct.
Okay, how we guarantee that the one who came to Muhammad is not the same Shaitan and he cloned the look of Jibreel?
Whoa.
Because now you agreed that Shaitan he can clone anyone.
Correct.
Okay, so what is the guarantee that the one who was coming to Muhammad is not the same Shaitan who have good skills in cloning and he claimed to be Jibreel?
Yeah, you have a point there.
Not only that,
more about
I have a surprise for you. Isn't it your prophet he said that he received satanic verses from a Shaitan, his name is Al-Abyad, who he came to him in the image of Jibreel?
which verse is that?
Well, the Quran speak about satanic verses. If you remember the author who Muslim they tried to kill him, Salman Rushdie.
Yeah, chapter 53, right?
Satanic
Chapter
verses,
53,
yes.
verse
Okay, satanic
19,
verses.
20.
If you read the story, the excuse is that Shaitan he came in the look of Jibreel. He gave Muhammad satanic verses, and the Shaitan his name is Abyad. So now it's confirmed that Muhammad he was receiving Quran from a cloning or cloned angel, yet he is a Shaitan. So you Muslim now, by adopting such a fairy tale story, you destroy all your belief, because now we can't trust anybody, anyone. Even Muhammad, maybe himself, he is the same Shaitan. Because if Shaitan can clone Suleiman, he can clone Muhammad. Correct?
Yeah, that's what the Solomon story tells us.
Okay. So how we can guarantee that Muhammad himself is not the Shaitan?